Canada cuts ties with China-led infrastructure bank, investigates CCP interference. Japan arrests Chinese researcher for data leak to Chinese firm. Beijing is afraid of banners. A banner wishing students good luck in their exams was forcibly removed. Not commit to anything, China says about stopping sanctions-violating shipments to Russia.
Canada is cutting ties with the China-led Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, or AIIB, as it investigates allegations that the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, significantly dominates and interferes with the institution. Reuters reported that Canadian Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland announced the decision on June 14th. Freeland said, "The Government of Canada will immediately halt all government activity at the bank, and I have instructed the Department of Finance to lead an immediate review of the allegations raised and of Canada's involvement in the AIIB." She said, as the world's democracies strive to minimize their strategic vulnerabilities to authoritarian regimes, they have to understand how those governments exert their influence. She added, "The review I am announcing today is to be undertaken expeditiously, and I am not ruling out any outcome following its completion." Freeland's announcement followed the resignation of Bob Picard, a Canadian who served as the bank's global head of communications. Picard wrote on Twitter, "As a patriotic Canadian, this was my only course. The bank is dominated by Communist Party members and also has one of the most toxic cultures imaginable. I don't believe that my country's interests are served by its AIIB membership." The move comes as Trudeau's government is criticized for handling alleged CCP interference in last year's Canadian election campaigns. Canada has accused the Chinese regime of meddling in its internal affairs via multiple schemes, including setting up illegal police stations and targeting lawmakers. Canada submitted its application to join the AIIB in 2016 and became an official member in 2018. By 2019, Canada had committed to a 1% membership in the bank, representing an investment of $995 million. The Tokyo-based agency Kyodo News reported that Japanese police arrested a Chinese researcher at Japan's National Institute of Industrial Technology for allegedly leaking sensitive data to a Chinese company. The police spokesperson said that in April 2018, the 59-year-old suspect was accused of transmitting technical information related to the synthesis of fluorinated compounds to a Chinese company from his email account held by the National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology in Ibaraki Prefecture, Japan. It is unknown whether he has admitted to the charges. Kyodo News said the suspect also teaches at the Beijing Institute of Technology, which is believed to have links to the Chinese military. Fluorine compounds are used as insulating gas and insulators in electrical equipment, such as transformers. The police searched his home and confiscated materials on Thursday after the institute had reported the breach. The institute told Kyodo News, "It is very regrettable that our staff member was arrested. We'll fully cooperate with the investigation and deal with the matter strictly. The US and its allies have become wary of transferring advanced technology to China. The Netherlands and Japan recently announced new restrictions on the export of chip manufacturing technology without explicitly naming China."
During China's college entrance exam period, an ice cream shop owner near a middle school in Baoding City, Hebei Province, hung a banner wishing students good luck in the exam at his store's entrance. Still, it was forcibly taken down by the urban management, causing controversy. The owner said his business was better thanks to the students, so he wanted to give free water to parents and students and hung a banner that read, "Try your best in the college entrance exam. I hope all candidates will pass." Unexpectedly, 4 urban management officers then forcibly removed the banner, saying the banner affects the city's appearance and is considered advertising. Just give blessings and cheer in your heart. The owner needed clarification, saying there was no store name on the banner, no product introduction, just a simple wish. How could it be an advertisement? In anger, he posted the incident on the internet. After the incident caused controversy in public opinion, the relevant department responded. The reason for removing the banner is that outdoor advertisements must be reported in advance. Some netizens commented on this. How unnecessary. What's wrong with creating a good atmosphere for the exam in just a few days? Our village also hangs this kind of blessing on telephone poles. Is it also advertising? Even if it's advertising, what's the problem? If I cannot put it in my store, where can I? I also pasted a recruitment announcement on the glass in my store and was fined $700 or 5,000 yuan. I really don't understand what era it is now. Some netizens think the Chinese Communist Party has been afraid of banners since the Xitong Bridge incident last year. On the eve of the CCP's 20th National Congress, a man hung a large banner on the Xitong Bridge in Beijing to protest against Xi Jinping and the CCP. The incident attracted great attention at home and abroad. For this reason, from then on, the CCP has always been wary of banners, even to the extent of wiping the bridge name from all maps. A recent report from IPVM, a US-based security industry research firm and trade publication, states that Shenzhen Dahua Technology is providing the Chinese government with a technology that uses AI cameras to collect the facial features of protesters and track when and where protest banners appear. China's top envoy to the EU said on June 16th that Beijing has not committed to halting its firms from assisting Russian military purchasers in circumventing EU sanctions. South China Morning Post reported that Beijing's ambassador Fu Kong commented after EU diplomats agreed earlier this week to remove 5 Chinese entities from an export restriction list provisionally. According to EU sources, they made that decision following a diplomatic commitment from Fu to put pressure on the companies to stop re-exporting banned goods to the Russian war machine. However, in an interview in Brussels, the diplomat told the Post and 2 other media outlets that the Chinese government did not commit to anything. That's the bottom line. Fu said, "We understand the concerns of the EU in terms of trying to prevent the circumvention of the sanctions, meaning that some of the items from the European market might be re-exported to Russia, and so, according to their view, that needs to be resolved." Fu added, "We'll see what happens in the future." EU ambassadors will convene on June 19th and are expected to greenlight the 11th sanctions package this day, with the Chinese companies removed. On June 14th, 2 EU diplomats said that the move was a test of whether Beijing was acting in good faith. On June 16th, a diplomat described Fu's latest words as surprising to say the least.